Blast off!
Happy New Year!
Oh yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I guess I
Oh,
can
wait.
say that.
Have we not
this
had
No,
an
is-
y'all, it's
episode?
February.
No, we had
Is
an
it actually
episode.
February? Holy
It's
shit.
February.
Or is it
no.
January 32nd?
Oh, that's...
That's kind of depressing.
Oh, happy Black History Month.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're still acknowledging it, right?
I hope so.
No, we made it 32 days into the new year.
Oh boy.
I saw today someone put on their story. It wasn't even Happy Black. It was just, it's Black History Month. I was like, oh.
Okay.
Okay.
On that note, welcome, dear friends, to a brand new episode of You Geek'N. Welcome back to the table. It's so nice to see your smiling faces. I am your humble nerd master, Dev the Doc.
I'm Phil.
I'm Wyatt.
And
I'm
we're being joined again by I think she likes it here, guys.
I'm bored. No, I'm just kidding.
I think she likes
I
it
think
here.
she likes it here. We can't get rid of her.
Y'all can kick me out. It's fine. I'm bored.
I'm actually kind of
my
curious as to what
Saturdays.
this prop is.
We will get to that in a second. I just want to say real quick, I promise we're not just a monthly podcast. It's just January was January. It is the 1st of February at the time of this recording, but we're going to try some new things here pretty soon, which I will let you guys know about in the future. And, yeah. Also, I have a reason to be excited today. It is Royal Rumble Day. When we get off tonight, nobody call me after 6 o'clock because it's the Royal Rumble. And
No, that's all we're going to do now.
don't
The
do
three
it.
of us are just going to be calling you at the exact same time.
I will not answer.
Let's go in rotation.
FaceTime.
One at a time.
All right, Wyatt, you go first.
Don't do it. Don't friggin' do it. But yeah, as if anybody who is new to the show, welcome to the table. This is the table of the geekiest geeks that I know, besides a few others. But yeah, if this is your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. I'm surprised you came back. Very
I
surprised.
hope you brought snacks.
That's sad. I'm surprised you came back.
But no, but seriously, what we typically do at the top of the show is to start off with what we're geeking on this week, but I want to try something different this week. So for the entirety of the episode, we're always geeking on, the typical geek stuff, games, comics, movies. There's a lot going on this year, and we will get to those as the year goes on. But I just want to ask this relatively simple question. What are you geeking on that isn't typically or the traditional geeky thing? That's kind of the question for today's episode.
I mean,
We're going to start with Meche because Phil's like, words.
Do I do anything else? That's what I was trying to think.
I mean, all I've been doing is working. So
But I'm just saying because everybody's got a thing outside of, games, comics, movies, Pokemon, stuff like that isn't the traditional geeky thing, but you geek out so hard on it. And, I just kind of want to open it up to everyone to be like, anything can be geeky as long as, you have a true passion for it. And I know Mitch is very excited because she's been telling me about it for like the last week. And it's like, I don't know how she got into this,
I don't
but
know
she
either.
did. But she's geeking hard on it.
It's
So I'm
really
going to let
bad.
you go ahead.
So see, this is what happens when you go outside, Devin. And Phil.
On a Thursday.
did go out.
Back,
on a
out,
Thursday.
back outside on a Thursday.
For real, on a Thursday. So I picked up a new habit more than anything else
oh no.
when I go outside.
Okay.
I started playing pool, guys.
Oh, okay.
That's literally have been a thing to where, yeah, it's been on a Thursday, on a Friday, on a Saturday, on a Sunday.
Oh no.
It seems to be a new pastime.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do now, apparently. All I do is get a whiskey Coke and I want to go play pool.
Hey.
Did you get a pool table for your house?
I live in a very, very tiny apartment, so what my thing is sitting on now is my dining table. You should be blessed, okay?
Oh,
You don't
okay.
need a
What you should
dining
do is
table.
remove
Put
the
it on the
dining
pool
table
Table
and
put a
replace
pool
it
table.
with the pool table.
Just eat at the dining table.
But you're good. You're good.
And
I'm one step ahead of you. I did get my own pool cue.
She's literally
She's
only
gone
been at
pro.
it. She's literally only been at it for like what, 2 weeks,
A month.
a month, and she's already got her own pool sticks. And I'm just like, that's dedication.
Awesome. So you got 2.
But the funny story on how this happened, we weren't planning on buying them because the bar that we play at is like has like horrible, shitty sticks, and there was a bag one day. Just lo and behold, they're so lonely, lonely bag.
I thought she was gonna say it was like a bag of money just sitting
I
there.
wish. Well, it didn't have money. It had about like $10 worth of quarters. Anyways, the bag's so lonely that just sat there for
How do you know it was
hours.
$10 worth of quarters in a
Because
bag
I
that wasn't
licked the
yours?
bag. I licked the bag. Let me rephrase that. Someone I know licked the bag.
What?
I will not. The bag was licked. The bag was gone. The bag is no longer.
I'm gonna say
It disappeared at 2:00.
Wait, pause. Is that a new term? Instead of just
No.
snatching something, you lick it?
You pulled the lick.
I'm getting
Sorry,
old.
I'm from East Dallas.
I'm sorry. I'm from South Dallas. We don't talk like that down there. But okay.
I don't know. I usually don't go around licking strange bags. Like I,
That's how
you don't know what kind of germs are on them.
You don't
That's
know.
how-
as you can tell how much money is there.
Just
a lick.
Just a,
62.50.
I know.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In quarters, no less.
In court, well, yeah, because the pool
I can
table
taste
it
the
only
zinc.
takes the quarters. That was a weird motion. Anyways, so point is the bag was taken, and lo and behold, it had 2 sticks in it. So the person I know finessed away with Amazon, and thank you Amazon, got a whole new set, and they got a whole new bag. It's been going great since.
Probably shouldn't admit to stealing something in a
In a public forum.
on a public forum.
It wasn't stolen. There was no
Oh,
lost
I'm
and
sorry. You probably shouldn't
found.
admit to licking stuff that's not yours on a public format.
You know what? It was
It was unclaimed property.
it was a gift from God.
A blessing in disguise.
We could put it that way. It was a gift.
It was just there for the taking.
So yeah, I mean, so you've gotten into pool over this last month, and has it been like you got like this weird mathematical focus where you see the lines and it's just like
No.
you're Sherlock Holmesing this thing is right. If I hit the 8 and knock it over this way, it's going to hit the 6 and
All
knock over
blind
this
fire.
2.
No, I am simply horrible.
Strangely enough, I'm missing all the time. I'm not even hitting the white ball.
Really, it's really bad. No, I'm just kidding.
Close my eyes. Let's do this.
There's a guy that plays one-handed. Not gonna lie, he just goes.
Oh, is there?
shoot. It's so bad. But no,
Drink
yeah, I failed geometry, guys. So no, this is not my forte. I'm trying, but
Looks like you have a guess.
yeah.
there.
That dog is super interested in your story about billiards.
he doesn't get enough attention apparently.
Oh, yeah, I know that story all too well. This one down here, she acts like she just doesn't get any attention at all.
But no, my failed geometry twice. So lining up the lines doesn't work out for me. I'm not bad, but I'm not. No, it's not working out that amazingly as you think that I have generically earned a skill just because I own 6. No, it's horrible. I see these people who have these rules and it's scary.
That's right. You were
Oh,
telling
yeah, no.
you were telling me about this the other day.
It's scary. There are people who will fight for these tables.
It's just like
it
it's
is
just first off, it's just pool. I mean, but okay, it's not like it's a contact sport or anything. Calm
It's
down.
just $1 a game, y'all.
No, I
Oh
thought
no, it's a full contact sport now.
It-
Yeah, it depends on how you play.
yeah,
You
and
have to use the
exactly, and
stick to
there's
hit
no
the person.
you just you play by whoever's table it is. That's the crazy part. If it's not your table.
When I was younger, my parents got my brother a pool table, and it was never used.
Oh, that's sad.
y'all
It's
had a
very
pool table over there at one point.
Yeah, I remember it.
it's very fun.
Well, I mean, I've only played like a handful of times, and yeah, it can be fun if you're playing with the right people. It's just like, I'll put it this way: for billiards or pool, it's just like, for me, dominoes. I don't play it, and I get picked on mercilessly for being a black man that doesn't know how to play dominoes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does Janine pick on you too, Wyatt?
She does play dominoes.
I
I
know.
know.
And yeah, because in our culture, you get picked on if you don't know how to play spades and you don't know how to play dominoes.
I even know how to play dominoes, Devin.
And the thing is, I've sat and watched people play, like my family play, and it's like, I get the math. The math makes sense because of, nerd brain. But there's a lingo that comes with playing dominoes, especially with black people. Like, I will never forget this. There was one time my brother was playing with my sister-in-law and my mom, and he had everything in his hand, and he was like, he slams down one, and it's like, 25 year old for your ass, now lick it, rub it down. What the fuck did you just say? What?
I think
And you want to give me shit for saying something?
No, it was just like, and y'all understood what he just said. I'm so confused.
What it sounds like, Devin, it sounds like he just called out his score and then started smack talking. Is
No,
what it sounds like.
but it's so much more. I can understand smack talk, but there's a lingo, and then my sister-in-law, his wife, she responds in kind, and I can't even remember the compendium of words that were put together. That wasn't even a cohesive sentence. I don't know
The
what y'all just said.
vocabulary is more important than the mathematics of the game.
Yes.
I don't think it's about like a simple addition, right?
Yeah.
The game doesn't even seem that exciting, but people will fist fight. Like,
It's like that playing freaking Uno.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
don't
don't
get me started
think
with Uno.
dominoes
Actually, that's
is
another
the
one.
actual point of the game.
No. It's literally, I think pool is probably the same way. It's just like a spot, a game where you just sit and smack talk to your opponent. And that's more important than, actually winning this game.
No, Uno is also like that. It's gotten really bad. I've also picked up Uno habit where me and my neighbor in New York are playing Uno here religiously to the point we download it and we play online.
Oh no!
It's bad, y'all.
Oh, you have an Xbox, so you can play Uno on Xbox.
Okay.
You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
I should just,
Be right back. I gotta go download something.
yeah.
I bet you right now I would have time. Hey, round of Uno. 5-minute games.
No, those games can last forever.
I know, it's so bad. No, we tell each other to suck it violently, like really bad, every time we play Uno.
Yeah, sounds like a traditional Uno game.
So remind me never to play Uno with you.
Bro, it's aggressive. Don't play Uno with me.
An actual fight might break out.
No. I don't get that aggressive when I play anything, not even stuff like Jenga.
Is it bad that I play Uno at the bar?
Listen, if they had Uno at a casino, I'm pretty sure that table
They
would
do.
have like the massive crowd.
You haven't
They
played
have
it?
Uno at a
That's a
casino
thing
now?
That's a thing.
That's a thing now.
What?
Yeah,
Yes,
even
you-
Monopoly's on it in the casino.
All right, guys, I'm here to
on, how
sponsor a
does-
trip to Windstar.
How's
We're going across
How's that profitable
Oklahoma.
though?
I mean, it's their way. It's just a slot machine. It's all, you're just pushing a
Oh.
button regardless.
I thought it was like at a table where like
No, I
Nah.
thought I heard that they were trying to make Uno a legit casino game. I could be
I've
wrong.
always seen the
It's either
slot
Uno, it was either Uno or Dominoes. Where they were trying to make a legit casino game.
Okay, you watched, Ocean's 13 and thought, Domino was going to be a legit game.
First off, I love those ocean toys.
So do I. So we all gotta go to a casino, right? That's what I'm hearing.
I
We're gonna
need to
go
go
and
back.
spend time at
just-
the Uno table.
At the Uno table.
That's all we're going for. Is Uno.
Oh my
How would that
god.
even work?
The chances of Uno is hard, man.
Okay.
Oh,
Uno
no way to get
why?
mathematics
like
of
on
Uno.
the table, but like the house has to make money, right? It has to like profit off of this. So like, I don't know how do you
How does the house
how do you
profit?
profit off a reverse? You know, like is the dealer really going to let you draw 4 wild?
I don't know. we can't get it. We can't get into the logistics of a game that's no. I'm just no.
So like, here's math. No,
But yeah, so pool is what you're geeking on, right?
I've only played pool a handful of times because I've only ever used one good pool cue, and it made all the difference.
it does.
Like I thought I was bad at the game, you know. I was just like, oh, this game is hard.
Not the
Like,
same
how do you do? And then, like, there's this dude. He's like, teach me how to play, and it's just absolute dog shit. And he goes, hold on, and he pulls off like another cue and licks at the top, chunks it up, hands it to me. He's like, try this one. All of a sudden, like, I'm doing good. I was like, this game, this is crap. Like, every place just has bad cues. Why even
Yep.
play?
Yep. That's
So
true.
they want to incentivize you buying your own to continue going back there.
The crazy is, like, a lot of people do bring their own cues, though. And then there are people who do play like with theirs, but like I'm telling, like I see this guy play one-handed, and then there is this guy or there are these guys that can just literally like you shoot once and then it's their round and they make like 6 balls in. I'm like, I'm gonna sit back down and not do this.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I was never like expecting this game to be like a pro game. Like when I was telling you earlier, off the podcast that I've seen back in the day. They probably still do it now. On one of the ESPNs, it's like ESPN 6.
Ultra.
On the Ultra. ESPN the Ultra. They have like trick shot competitions, and I used to love sitting watching the pool trick shot competitions just because, you know, folks are you spend a lot of time figuring out how to hit that ball to jump 6 balls in order to make that ball that's on the end of the table. I respect that.
I love seeing like someone like this guy. I saw his video. This guy had a setup to where the ball would go from one pocket and it would like bounce around all these other pockets around the table, and it would go all the way to the last one. And his kid walked up, grabbed the ball, and then handed it back to him.
You missed the hole, Dad.
And I was like, oh, that man looked
Set
like
it
he was
off.
going to just kill his own child.
Set it off.
It was hilarious to see.
That's interesting, though. I hope you get to enjoy the game a lot more and probably get really, really good at it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see what happens later on today with some karaoke.
How long have you had these the cues?
Week now?
Okay. Have you used them since you got them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm
First-
poking
I
them
didn't know
bitches
how
in.
I didn't know how old how new they were.
Yeah, no, about a week and a half now. Yeah, probably got them last week. Yeah. Just been playing with them.
Okay. All right.
It's a lot nicer than the ones that are in the bars, definitely, because they're just so hollowed out and cheap and flimsy.
Okay, so
You
now,
hear them crack.
so see, now I want to get into, you know, what makes the difference? Is it a weight distribution
These are
type
weighted.
thing?
These are weighted. They're
Okay.
20 and 21 grams of weight in the base of the cue.
Okay. Because I always thought in my mind, you know, it's all about angling and power, you know.
That
But
too.
if the actual cue does mean something for the sake of the game, then I respect
Yeah.
it.
It's all about I don't know, actually. I'm talking out of my ass at this point.
Sorry, my parents just got home.
Aw. How nice.
I have no idea what's going on over there.
So yeah, moving on forward though, why do you have anything outside of the traditional sphere of geekiness that you're geeking on?
Other than art, sometimes I get out and I work with wood.
His favorite pastime is ignoring me.
Wait. Do you whittle?
No, so I right now I'm preparing.
That was like the first thing that came to mind, I guess, when she says work with wood.
It's like a workshop.
Yeah, so like I'm preparing for spring because we're in fall spring right now. So it's a thing here on the East Coast where in the middle of winter it warms up and gets you thinking, oh hey, spring is here, right before it snows. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm making like garden boxes because we're going to be like planting a whole garden. Because I have enough land to like have a little farm thing going on, you know. So I've been working on those garden boxes. Like my neighbor, he had like a bunch of wood. He tore down his deck, and so I'm just like repurposing all that wood. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I never saw Wyatt as part of the farm life, but that is interesting.
I pictured him whittling.
He's got a whole chair that he made and a whole rocking chair that he
Well,
sits
I mean,
back
if you
in.
think about his traditional, like the stuff that he's into, it's kind of the same thing. Like 3D modeling and everything like that. It's essentially the same thing, just more physical and hands-on.
And usually that's how folks get started and then work their way into, digital modeling.
Next thing you know, he's going to have a giant marble statue sitting there. He's just chiseling it away.
Oh, yeah, I just made this in my spare time.
Oh yeah, I started this today. It's like
It's a bear.
like a full statue.
It's just full on Michelangelo's David. Just
Well, Phil,
What? Huh?
so what have you been up to, Phil?
Oh, working actually. That's all I've ever been doing. Although I missed 5 days of work this past week
that's the whole
because, huh?
That's the
That's the
whole
whole
week.
work week.
I know.
Why?
I'm aware. I got sick. All right. Well, they sent me to train in another department, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna have 2 days of training here." So I was there for the first day, and then they gave out voluntary time off for the next day, and I was like, "I don't want to go into work. I don't want to deal with that." So I took that day.
Pause. Phil, ever since he started Amazon, loves
I've
to
actually
do
been
this.
a lot better. I've been a lot better at the new warehouse. All
He
right.
loves to do this. Anytime it's like, hey, VTO, anybody want it? Phil, gone. There's a dusty, freaking outline of Phil.
This cloud of dust is awfully Phil-shaped.
And he's gone.
No, that's you know why? Because at my old warehouse, it was all the time. They would give out like it was candy, right? It was like just like, oh, you don't have to be
You want a
here.
night off? You want a day off? You want the day off?
Yeah, but here
There would be
they don't do
days.
that.
There would be days when we get home at the same friggin' time. I'm like,
Why are you here?
home?
Why are you?
Why are you here?
Yeah, but at my new warehouse, they don't do that. So it's like they would rather send you to another department than send you home,
Oh, they
even
would
whenever
rather
there's no
you
work.
That sounded so mean. They would rather you work than send
I
you
mean, I
home.
have been working, right? But I got sick, so I took some time off. I still got paid for most of the week, so
Understandable. So
I think I only didn't get paid for 1 day.
that's not too bad, I guess. So you mean to tell me outside of gaming, which I know for you is life, it has been since you were knee high to a grasshopper, but outside of gaming, there's nothing that you're geeking on.
Not, I mean, haven't really been doing much. I will say that I am trying to get into hiking. I was talking to Wyatt about this earlier. I was looking into boots to go hiking and like the attire that I would go and need to go hiking and finding some trails. There's some trails around me that I can go and hike on, but I would like to go somewhere that's more wooded rather than urban hiking because
And
that just seems a lot more interesting.
on our side of town, it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
And
there's
or Cedar Springs, whatever.
Yeah.
Cedar Hill. Not Cedar Springs. That's Gabriel.
Yeah, Cedar Hill.
Yeah, there's stuff in Cedar Hill.
I mean, you
there's
can go
one
to Cedar
in-
Springs if you want to.
They're all over the place. There's a lot. There's like some in DeSoto as well. But yeah, this is something I've been wanting to do. Also, this is just popped in my head. Have y'all heard of like urban exploring?
Oh god, yeah.
I kind of want to go urban exploring.
Oh, that's how you got by a crackhead. Or a ghost. What are the two?
I'm gonna go to a ghost town.
Okay.
There
So
is such thing as a crackhead ghost. So
Okay.
Is there?
Probably.
it wouldn't
But it gets
surprise me.
dark.
That would be kind of weird. They're just a twitchy ghost.
I apologize in advance. I don't know how many appearances this one will make right now.
No, that's
very
fine.
good,
No,
very
it's
good.
fine.
But urban exploring, huh?
Yeah, or hiking as well. I will say, for the first time in my life, I have gone bowling. Finally.
Wait, you've never
Yeah.
bowled?
Yeah,
You've never thrown balls at pins?
correct.
I mean, it's understandable. Not a lot of folks do it
didn't
unless
you
you
put
know
this
somebody.
off for like 15 weeks? I remember it like months ago. You were supposed to go bowling, and something like kept coming up.
Wait, what is the fear of bowling?
Huh?
No, it wasn't a fear. It was just like he's like, "Hey, I'm going bowling," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." He's
Yeah,
like,
me,
"Hey."
me and a friend. She was like, hey, she didn't really have anybody to hang out with outside of work, right? And I was like, I mean, I'm not doing anything. You want to hang out? She's like, yeah, sure. What do you want to do? So we decided we were going to go bowling, right? And this was like before the new year happened. And then something came up where she couldn't go. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then the next week came up, it had snowed. And it was like we couldn't do anything because everything was shut down. And they were eventually like, finally, let's just get it out of the way at this point. So we went, and
This is a very aggressive hangout.
Extremely. Just finally, let's get this friggin' hang out of the way.
I mean, it
God.
was essentially is what it was, is because we were talking about it for like 3 weeks straight at
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, but bowling is supposed to be relaxing and fun.
And it was.
You know?
It was a lot of fun.
How many gutters did you get?
A lot. I also got
Bars up for you? Since you
what?
You know
There's
they got little
bars at the
kitty
end
bars.
of the lanes.
No, I'm not gonna put bars up. You crazy?
put
I'm gonna
like
lose
little
like a man. All right, I'm gonna lose like an adult. I'm gonna get embarrassed about it later or while it's happening, right? But I'm still gonna do it.
Did you at least get one strike?
I got 3,
Oh,
Not bad. Not
not
bad.
back to back. It was funny because I would throw and I would get a strike, right? And then my next on my next turn I would throw 2 gutter balls.
So you basically just, it's like one good strike and then one bad play altogether.
Yeah, no, it was hilarious. There was actually, you know, in the cartoons, whenever they bowl and they throw the ball backwards sometimes.
Oh, God.
I picked up a 10-pound ball.
Those are
and
so
then
light.
Still, right? It was it slipped out of my hand when I went through my hand back. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put this back on the rack and
Yeah.
pick up this one over here.
Yeah, you need it in 12 at least. Don't go anything under a 12. Unless you're
I
trying
was
to...
going 8.
Unless you're trying
did you go
to
to one that gave you like a variety of different balls you could use?
You had to pick your balls. They had like a shelf behind you. They had like the different types of balls lined up there
Oh,
that
okay,
you could
okay.
pick. I picked up like a 8 and a 9, and she picked up like a 8 and a 10, I think.
See, now I feel terrible.
Or I
because-
think I picked up a 10 actually.
See, I feel terrible now because when I go bowling, it's usually like a 13. You know, because I'm a bigger guy and I don't want to just chuck that sucker down the lane. Oh, for Meche's thing, back in the day, when I was in high school and they were younger, our high school used to have a bowling class. So instead of a PE credit, I did bowling. So, so I did a lot
Why
of bowling.
Why wasn't that there when I went to that school?
I would have taken that.
By the time,
I absolutely would have taken that.
by the time you two got to high school, they dropped it. Yes, that was an easy credit because this is back when we had like A days and B days. So you're gonna spend an hour and a half to 2 hours, at the lanes. So that's what we did. We bowled. We went to McDonald's, had breakfast, we bowled. I'm so glad I took that class. I learned, even though there was no teaching going on at all, it was literally just a free class.
Well, I mean, no teaching part was basically all of our high school, so
But yeah, by the time
I didn't learn nothing there.
by the time those two got to high school, they had dropped the class.
We dropped a lot of things,
Sad.
Yeah,
including the lockers.
yeah.
And then they added a bunch of stuff back after we left.
Yeah, they
Sounds
added
right.
a whole new building.
Yeah, my school did that too. I graduated. They made
Like-
it a whole new thing.
Wyatt, I don't know if you remember that you and I and someone else snuck into that building
Yeah.
one day after school, and we were like, why don't we get there?
That's how me and your sister felt when we graduated and came back, and we were visiting our old art teacher. We come back and half the school's being built on and changed, and it doesn't look like a raggedy old school from 1985.
No, we still got the
anymore.
raggedy old school stuff. The moment we left, they opened up the building behind it. Right? They got the good stuff. And then they did away with uniform.
They have like a whole kitchen, like the culinary class. Just
Y'all had a culinary class?
yeah, yeah.
I was in there for like
Huge
a,
Sorry,
upgrade.
I went to DISD. I didn't.
Yeah, they also had
That's not an excuse.
I don't. We don't.
They
get
also had
education.
we also
Yeah,
had
they-
welding that I
yeah,
took.
welding.
I was in that class.
the hair cosmetology. They got a whole new section.
Didn't they also have like an aviation
Yeah,
class?
They did have an aviation class.
I
did
tried
y'all
to
go
take
to
that when I
school?
first
DeSoto.
transferred. You have to be in it from freshman year.
The aviation?
Oh, don't
That's
put
like a
your hands up
4-year
like that.
class.
Let me tell you right now, DeSoto ain't that fancy. Don't.
Oh no, it's not.
Don't let what they have now fool you.
Because we didn't have it.
But we didn't have that.
It's pretty
My bad.
fancy.
Like I said, I went to
The
DISD.
welding class. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The welding class was in the hallway that connected the freshman campus and the high school campus. It was in the hallway. That's where that class was.
The funny thing is, you had a freshman and a high school campus.
True, that is kind of
You
weird.
fucking feel like it. It was still walking through the halls was still shoulder to shoulder with everyone. It was worse than a convention.
Yeah,
That's how many kids were there.
pretty
It was
crowded.
terrible.
I had transferred from an outdoor school, so that was nice. I thought that was the standard.
Wait,
So-
what's an outdoor school?
You know those like what you
Yeah,
see in movies, like those high schools where you got to go outside to go in between classes and all that.
Yeah.
That's where Wyatt came from before he came to DeSoto.
So we had no hallways. We had multiple. What do they call them? The little where the building is in a square, and then in the center is a sitting area.
A courtyard?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are several courtyards, and then in the middle of the school is this big outdoor auditorium kind of thing with a cover. Yeah, made of concrete seats.
So what we're hearing now is that Wyatt went to those Beverly Hills schools that you see on
Because
TV.
Another
that was
thing.
half the school. The other half was all
101 or
bungalows.
something?
I forgot to tell Meche, Wyatt isn't not a native born Texan. He's
Yeah,
just
I'm
from
from
California.
California.
Yeah, I can hear it in his voice. That's the given.
Yeah, I can hear it in his experiences with schools.
It's very posh. Like, the fuck is
No, it wasn't posh. So
That's posh to
it
us.
sounds posh, but I grew up in the desert. So like, get whatever you think like Beverly Hills looks like, and then just fill it with sand.
It still sounds nice. Sounds like Vegas. I don't understand. Like, what
It sounds better than congested hallways where everybody's shoulder to
So
shoulder.
much better.
Yeah.
It sounds better than metal detectors in the school.
Yeah, no, like we didn't have metal detectors. Like, where do they go to put them? Like,
Out the door. What do you mean? Wait.
The entire school's
like
outside.
gates.
Everything's outside. What do you mean at the door?
we have gates.
That is an interesting experience.
I don't
But
Never.
it also sucks. Okay, so we were in the desert, so we didn't have to worry about rain that much. But the few times we did, like,
These teachers have to be like under ayahuasca to be like, yes, this will give you a full education. The land.
I mean, that's what makes sense. But that's California, though. I mean, that's not what we do here in Texas, especially North Texas.
Yeah, y'all like drinking grass.
never
Huh?
drinking grass before.
You ever see
Drinking
them?
grass?
You ever
Because I
see
grew up
them
in the
make
desert.
like
We didn't even have grass.
wheat grass, like
We drink sand.
Stop trying to kill me.
I completely lost track. But we talked
What,
about the school
what do you
experience.
geek on, Devin? That's not traditionally geeky.
I
Yeah,
feel,
Devin.
I feel like for me, I'm such an open book about almost everything that I do. It's not much. I mean, everybody knows about my wrestling fixation.
I think that would still fall into the line.
That's
of
nerdy.
The traditional.
That's still pretty nerdy.
That's still traditional.
I would say that I do study voices and accents a lot because it's a voice acting thing where I when I'm listening to people talk, I'm legitimately listening. Like I have a really bad habit because I work in the service industry of talking to a lot of people. When we're
you like to mimic people.
I do mimic. It's not just a introvert
People
thing.
ever get offended whenever you try to mimic them?
No, they don't. And I have to pull back a lot. So, when I'm dealing with an Englishman, I try my best to not go full Robert Downey Jr. on him. and they don't catch it half the time. So it's fine. And don't let me be talking to an old country white man. Those are the most
He likes
fun.
to be grandpappy.
Oh, I love doing grandpappy. He has so much fun. Doesn't finish his sentences, just talk like this.
Okay, I think that's why I get irritated whenever I talk to people a lot, is because it sounds like there's more conversation to have, and it never does. And I'm sitting there going,
Wait, what?
is that it? Is that all you're going to say? There needs to be an
Subjects,
inflection.
predicates,
There's a thing.
middles, ends.
So I think that's kind of my thing is just studying and listening to people. So when I'm doing any type of VO work, I can pull from that memory bank because it's like, I had that experience with that Irish guy that one time. Fair fella. But
Is that his name, Fairfella?
his name is Fair fella and he loves to fight. But I can pull from that memory bank and it's just fun for me to do. I'm going to say this right now. Some women find it cute. Some find it funny. Some are just irritated. It's like, oh my god, you fucking weirdo. But
Stop it, you nerd. Stop it.
yeah, that's my one thing that isn't. I think no, I take that back. My one other thing is I'm very much into the process of how things get made. So. I love that show, how it's made. I know
Oh
Phil.
my god, are you watching it on Reels where it's like, here's how a Cheeto is made.
No.
Here's how.
No, check this out. I can tell you right now, my favorite thing to do, and when I run across it, I will always stop. On TikTok, there is a TikToker named Ethan Road, and all he does is make lattes from bean to end, and I know how to make a latte, and I don't even drink coffee.
I'm sorry for that.
So I'm gonna task you with making me a latte, Devin.
Okay. I can do it from bean to start. You give me all the machinery, I can.
Oh, I gotta pay for it? Oh, never mind. I don't do it anymore. I'm out.
The fact that you know how to make a latte. So are you telling me if I watch just enough reruns of Breaking Bad, I will learn how to make meth?
If your brain is wired like mine, sure. Not only can I do that, I can make.
Piss me off.
What? Not only can I do that, but you guys know I don't drink. But I used to love watching Tipsy Bartender. So many drinks.
That's not a real bartender.
He's not a real bartender. All he does is like party drink. He does his party drinks, but
not even drinks. It's just alcohol on alcohol.
But I can make a ton of different things.
Yeah, bartending was fun.
No, it's not.
Well, you're a boy. It's a different experience than when you're a girl.
Yeah.
Just know that is now a clip. Just know.
I said stop trying to kill me.
Just know that's a clip now. That's probably going to be one of our most famous clips. Thank you.
Yes, thanks. Thanks for the viewers.
Point is, it's different.
I can do that too. It just lower it down, and I have to have less on.
Oh, that's sad.
He was talking about his gut.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was talking about. My beer belly.
Beer belly's coming for you.
Oh no.
Which is another reason why I want to start hiking.
To get rid of the beer belly?
To actually get outside on a Thursday.
Oh my
on a Thursday. On a Thursday, y'all.
On a Thursday.
Oh my god.
Except I'm allowed to be out on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Who said you're not allowed to be out?
No, you said you're not allowed to be out on Thursday.
Oh yeah, because I have responsibilities as an adult.
So do I.
I have to get up at 6, 7, really, but whatever. I have to get up at 7 in the morning.
Trust me, that does not stop her.
No.
Can't tell you how many wasted FaceTimes I've gotten over the last couple of years.
Devin, it's only occasionally. I only drink on days that end in Y.
I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about Meche. But if we want to talk about Phil, back when we were living together, this boy.
My car. So there was. I'm gonna tell this story because I find it hilarious. Is that there was one day it was really cold outside and it was kind of a little icy or whatever, and I wanted to go get some alcohol, and I didn't want my car was junk and it didn't start all the time. Mm-hmm. So I walked to the liquor store.
Oh my god, you were that desperate.
Well, mind you, one thing he's not telling you is
they live right next door to them.
Yeah,
it was right outside the complex.
Yeah, the complex that we lived in, we lived at the back bottom. So all you had to do was just walk uphill, and to the entrance where the office is, right across the street, there's a liquor store.
Yeah.
Oh, so then it was
super close.
But yeah, I saw him get up that day. He came back, and I was like, "You literally just walked to the liquor store?"
I was like, "Yeah."
The way he said to the liquor store.
Oh,
you went to the liquor store?
That's the ghetto coming out in me.
You just walked to the liquor
store. Well, I did this, and then I did that, and then I ended up at the liquor store. Whatever.
Yeah. But since then, I have cut back on my intake.
He has grown up quite a bit and dropped, drinking daily. But there was a point where he was drinking daily, and I knew he wasn't going into work. If I could hear, several, Phil's not going to work tomorrow.
It was usually on nights that I didn't have to work.
No, I'll still make it to work. Yeah. I'll even come back from Mexico and make it to work.
No, but here's the thing. I hardly went to work when I was living there. Remember all the VTO talked about earlier? Mm-hmm. That's what that was.
Yeah, he did it a lot.
Had nothing to do with my alcohol intake.
Not at all. He just didn't want to go.
Just didn't want to go.
And I would be like, I would be coming
also
home
didn't-
from our job, and he's, been chilling at the house all day. Like he
Hey, what's
hadn't
up?
moved from his chair.
Chair. Just sit there, scratch your balls. That was the only movement.
Barely. He just let it itch.
No, I had to go to the restroom at some point. Fuck, Devin, really? We're going to change the subject now. Let's talk about you, Devin.
Yes. I mean, what else is there to say?
I don't have anything to say.
No, I seriously do. I geek on a lot of things, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't tell folks about. Like back in the day, before geekiness was my thing.
Back in the day, before I was a geek, I was a stripper.
You joke. No, I'm kidding.
I was the only fan before OnlyFans.
That Brutus Beefcake.
Brutus Beefcake. Yes, that was going to be my stripper name.
Oh my god. How did you even come up with that name?
To be honest, I think Brutus Beefcake was the name of a wrestler. And it just came to mind one day. And it was going to be Cedric the Entertainer. And then I switched it to Brutus Beefcake.
Cedric the Entertainer. Why
Your
Cedric?
voice is too deep to be Cedric the Entertainer.
Why Cedric?
Relax.
I don't know. It was just something that came to mind at the time. It reminded me of a memory from my junior high days. But before the VO stuff, before wanting to be a filmmaker, I did want to be a dancer, so I studied choreography videos and stuff growing up. So that was something that I wanted to do.
Oh my god, please tell me you can break dance.
No. I was a popper.
He's too uncoordinated to break dance.
Yeah, I can't do that. No. My body is way too busted. But that was a dream of mine before all the creative stuff came through. So I thought I was going to try to be a choreographer. This was back when you got served and stepped up were so big, so it was very much a thing.
What kind of future would we have if that was the Devin that we had?
I could see him, just like dancing like Chris Brown over here every time, just breaking out.
Honestly, I think we would be on a similar path.
Really?
I could see it going from like dancing, like choreography for like, I don't know, like musicians or something like that, into choreography for like, I don't know, like music videos or like short film, and then still ending up in wanting to
film.
be like a director.
Maybe.
I mean, he would still have his fascination with horror films, so that makes sense.
You know what? I would probably just see how you do like breaking, like on how like zombies would just like die and move and shit.
But yeah, that is a nice little secret for the world to know. There was one point in my life where I wanted to be a dancer. And I was learning dance, in a way. So yeah. But this is a much better path for me.
I'm gonna buy you a leotard now and a tutu.
And then you have to do the entire dance of Men in Tights.
Oh, jeez. No.
Black Swan.
No. My body is way too busted, and I'm built like a big chocolate muffin. No, thank you.
A big chocolate muffin.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Okay.
this is definitely the better path for me. Going the VO route, which is fun. The filmmaking route, which is exhausting but fun. And of course, podcasting with all of you. I didn't think this was going to be a thing until I got asked that question one day by a non-geeky friend, and it just sparked the idea of this show, or the first show to begin with, and it led us here.
Which first show? We've had plenty of those.
What are you telling me? This is the first time we've ever done this.
So back in the day,
When there was 5 of us
when there were 5 of us, yes,
in one room.
Yeah, there was a show called "Are Y'all Recording?" because that was the common thing that would happen where we were recording. Phil's parents, mom and dad, I love them. Tell them I said hi. They would always pop in the middle of a recording every single time, never failed. Yeah, and in his household, they swing doors open. No one creeps in.
Yeah,
it's
no, it's
literally
just
like
it's
they literally throw doors open, and there's going to be something coming out of their mouth. So they swing the door. Are y'all recording? In the middle of a recording every single time. So that became the name of their first show, and things happened, changed. People moved, life happened. We lost. I can't say we lost. It makes it sound like they died.
yeah, no,
Nobody's died.
You gotta
Nobody's
need to
dead.
rephrase that. No one's dead.
No one's dead. Matter of fact, Wyatt's still here. Caitlin's been on the show. Maybe one day we'll get Maya on the show if she ever chooses to be.
She won't.
She probably
She
won't.
hates us.
She's a party
She hates
pooper.
us.
But yeah,
That's why she moved. That's why they moved to go there. She's trying to get as far away from us as physically possible. And she took Wyatt with her.
But yeah,
I'll never forget her for that.
but the show died off, and then for my love of wanting to do this and talk about geeky stuff with my geeky friends, I didn't want to let that die. So You Geek'N came about, and this is where we are now.
I think it actually really sparred from, there was one day, it was the three of us hanging out here at the house, and we started talking about something,
Yeah.
or someone posed a question to someone, and it spurred into like a 4.5 hour conversation about just nerd stuff.
Yeah, like I remember Devin was about to go home.
Yeah. I was up and getting
was
ready to
on
head
his
out
way
the
Like
out.
door.
shoes on, like had his back, everything. And we just ended
And
up
then
in
it
the
was just
kitchen.
the three of us standing in the kitchen for like 4.5 hours.
I don't remember what we were talking about. But
Neither do I.
It was a buttload of things, and it was like, you know what? Maybe it is time to bring the show back, but it can't be the way it once was. It has to be better. And
Yeah.
I always aim for the show to get progressively better and better. We started out just audio, now we're video, and even though Wyatt's a part-timer, he's still very much a part of the show.
part-time, full-timer?
Part-time, full-time.
Sometimes part-timer.
Part-time, full-time, half the time, all the time. And then we've got Meche,
Don't get benefits.
Well, no, I don't
You
put...
get benefits?
I'm not
What, you
paying.
guys are getting paid?
I'm not paying anybody for
Can I
this.
have a raise?
I'm not getting paid. We don't have any sponsors.
Promotion?
We don't have any sponsors yet. Shoot, what you talking about?
Today's sponsor is sponsored by...
KFC.
KFC.
Wait, hold on. Where's my...
Oh,
We're
God.
sponsored.
Oh god.
I would do that, but that means I would have to spill my Coke all over me.
But it's growing, and I just want it to be something that, even in this world of turmoil, this show can be something that anybody can come back to and just enjoy talking about geeky stuff. I'm glad that Meche wants to join. She's actually the most excited person I've seen who's wanted to. She's been wanting to podcast for a long time. She's never had folks to do it with. So I don't know, and this is just me thinking off the top of my head. If you want to become a co-host of this show or stay as a guest, you can stay as a guest. But if you would like to become a co-host of this show, you can.
How nice. I love the invitation.
But yeah, we can talk about that another time. It's just, it's always good to have folks who are excited to do it, because I don't want to waste anybody's time, because it's just us sitting here talking about geeky shit, excuse my language.
Something that we're going to talk about anyway. Might as well record it.
Might as well. Make it funny.
But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be funny regardless. We make ourselves laugh all the time.
because somebody's going to do something stupid, I promise you.
Or
You're
say something
welcome.
stupid.
But I'm gonna kind of wrap this up by posing the question to those of us who like to listen to us. What are you geeking on? We always ask each other in the show, but I never really get to ask the audience straight. What are you geeking on? let us know. And if you got anything for anybody on the show, Wyatt, Phil, Meche, let us know, and I will pass it off to him because I watch everything. And when I mean
Not weird at all.
when I say everything, I mean everything. I have so many screens open right now. You have no idea.
And he's like the architect in the Matrix.
Concordedly. But I want to thank
I don't like.
What a
Here's the thing.
word.
Here's the thing. I know you're probably quoting the movie. I have no idea. I remember seeing that a billion years ago, and I have no idea what happened in that scene.
basically there was a very long, too smart for its own good conversation that happened that a lot of folks tend to forget.
That's
But
probably why I don't remember.
but Neo kicked out of it, like any wrestler, and was going to go save Trinity. That's all that happened.
Right, right.
But yeah, that's
Anyway.
Blue pill.
Blue pill. And then we got the Matrix 4, which nobody liked.
We'll save that for off the show. Because
Okay. Well, do we want to have them decide?
I
We
didn't
can
even
save it
watch
for a
it.
later date.
we'll save it for later because I know
Yeah.
Meche has things to do.
I
She,
didn't watch it.
It's
And
all
you
right.
know what?
You don't need to watch it. I'll sit here. I'll rant about it. I'll spew the information at y'all.
and you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna end the show at this point. But and because I know you have things to do, Meche, and yeah. As always, thank you guys for coming and enjoying the show with us. It's not our typical, things because, we weren't talking about the typical geeky things. We all geek on something, and we would like to know what you geek about. Just let us know in the comments below. I am Dev the Dog,
I'm Phil.
I'm like,
I met you.
and as always, we will ask, you geeking? We'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.